Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're gonna showcase some more Marvel Future Fight, and we're gonna speak about the new stuff we're getting. And there is a sneak peek we took. It's not like a super sneak peek, but I really enjoy the skills Ancient One is doing. It's pretty obvious that Ancient One gonna get a tier 3, and I really like Only's Mystic Arts animation and stuff, and I was really a fan of Doctor Strange tier 3 when it came into the game. There you should see a tier 3 going on. Yeah, it's really hard to check it out, but yes, as you can see, this is the events we're getting. It's a 7 check-in, a day 7-day check-in. And yes, potential transcendent character, it's a gift for you. And here is a 7-year event quest, another one where you could get artifact, you could get a P card or a CTP, and the reforging CTP super success is up from yesterday. So you have to consider all this stuff in your mind. The best possible period of when you're playing the game to unequip a CTP is right now. You can see there is 4 checking events going on, and yes, that's the transcendent character we all took. And I was literally believing that I'm going to do Shadow Cell. But now I saw that you could do Heimdall and Jessica Jones, and I'm thinking about it, and I could tell you right now, guys, which one I should go. Basically, let's start from the start. What I was saying, the super success day is the day that you could go here also and press this and unequip CTPs. 300. Yes, I wanna pay 300 to get a raid in my inventory. It's the cheapest way to get CTPs, guys. Go in the characters you are not using and unequip the CTPs. Yes, Luna is super cool with Judgment, she's super cool with the raids, but I don't really need her. I'm using Makari instead of her in ABX, and in World Boss Legend I just built Rogue. I enjoy playing with her more, and they are pretty much similar. Also, my girl here, Shylock, I didn't had a lot of luck with her. I built her to do stage 50 of Null, you know, where you should only use mutants, but she wasn't able to pull it out, at least with a normal judgment, and I don't really have a lot of CDPs. I was thinking to remove that also, but now I'm considering, you know, let's skip that, and I'm going to unequip Luke's Recipe of Regeneration, as it seems I'm not going to use him. And yes, Human Torch is one of the best characters for World Boss Legend, but I'm going to unequip it because I want to have some spare CTPs in my inventory. I'm doing something like that every single time there is an event, and I'm going to consider using, you know, Judgment on my boy here, Green Goblin or Raids, and I want to mix up my, you know, the characters I'm using. So here is the new character we're going to get, Baron Mordo and Ancient One, and let's go and check out basically what you're gonna be able to see in your inventory when you're gonna log. It's okay, there is a coupon also. The coupon, let me show you how to use the coupon. Let me pick up everything here, and let me show you what you're gonna be able to do here. Yeah, you know what, I was thinking of not choose Shadow Cell because I mean, yeah, she's really cool for Shadow Cell is really cool for story mode fragments because she's showcasing a lot of times there. But there is character I'm missing. I should pick up here like Heimdall and Jessica Jones. They are more usable, you know, for AC and stuff. But Shadow Cell, yeah, I'm going for Shadow Cell, guys. I had already think about it, so it's kind of hard to swap in my mind now in the last moment. And yes, I'm gonna pick Shadow Cell. A good option is Red Guardian also, and I'm gonna show you why. But at the moment, I'm going for this girl here, Shadow Cell. I know her value is not really a lot, but you know, story mode is something I'm really enjoying. Getting this. Okay, this transformer looks really cool. Yes, I did today. I also did Blue Dragon. So I'm having two of these Korean superheroes, and I'm going to enjoy them for Alliance Conquest and for story mode fragment. Let's go and see. There is also the patch notes up, so you should be able yourself to check them out. But let me show you what's the patch details for this middle month patch. We're getting, as you can see, Ancient One. As you can see here, we're getting tier 3 for Ancient One, where we saw the sneak peek. Also, we already knew that we're getting Baron Mordo uniform and Ancient One uniform, but we also take Caelsius and Clea Transcended Awaken skills, and that's really normal, you know, because all the characters from Doctor Strange Epic Quest is these characters here. So this Doctor Strange movie popped up, so they have to upgrade the characters, you know. It's normal stuff. And as you can see, they're saying about Ancient One being in the Multiverse of Madness. It's not, it's only Mordo. But yes, check out the abilities. Yeah, super cool. Okay, let's say about the good stuff and the bad stuff. Okay, Ancient One, it stays female. I don't really like that, because now you can't really, with this uniform, you can't use him here in Alliance Bottle Extreme male blast type. I'm using mainly for that as leadership for Mephisto, but you could use this character with the uniform for World Boss Legend, because female, human, and blast type is a tag like so common that there is nothing special you could do with it. And you can see the leadership took 5% more, and she's getting like all buffs and debuffs 20%, and skill damage, bonus damage, uniform effects for herself. But as a leadership, she's taking also 5%, and also this is a huge buff. Okay, not this one. This is a huge Ancient One, and the buff I'm talking about is the one, the passive ability, the tier 2 passive ability, 40% elemental damage. Before was 25, and it was 25 also ignore dodge and no all resistance. But now there is all resistance increase, there is ignore target dodge, there is increased damage to all elemental damage 40%. It's really cool buffs. I would rather having them in ABX, but now we're gonna use them in Alliance in World Boss Legend. You can use them like with characters like Psylocke. I just unequipped the CTP from here. Human Torch, because you know they are both blast type and hero, so there is tags like blast type heroes, or there is tags like blast type female, so you could use it with these two characters, and generally with blast types, because the leadership is only for blast type. So if you want to take advantage at the full, you need to use her with blast types that doing elemental damage. But also you could consider using her as Storm, using the character in your roster as a support only character, not leadership. Let's say using Cyclops and here as a support for Mephisto. No, Mephisto is a bad example. Wanda, because Wanda is not a blast type, but Wanda got full elemental doubles at her skills, so Wanda is taking an advantage of here. So you could use Wanda in World Boss Legend or World Boss Ultimate with this support here. That's the main reason having this character all this, all this time. But now there is a uniform making better support for this reason. Okay, you can see there is paralysis in her third skill, so There's no ABX basically for here, but yes, there is paralysis. It's ABX meta. Okay. Time freeze on her fourth skill. Okay, lane. And his fifth skill got heal and remove all debuff. In the previous uniform, she had, a circle, dropping a circle in the ground. And in World Boss Legend, she was striking with that circle, and this circle was debuffing you. Now the same circle gonna heal you also. That's really cool, but we have to see if the striker ability gonna be the same as previously. So yeah, it's pretty lame. And not also. And now the worst thing they could do, they kept Mordo as a speed type. I mean, superhero speed type male. Another one. We just took Wong. We should use a blast villain, guys. Yeah, blast villain, like he's supposed to be in the normal, without uniform, he's a blast villain, and they turned him into superhero and speed type. And it's cool, okay, he's a good guy in the Multiverse of Madness, but we don't really need another speed type, and that kind of speed type. Okay, let's go on. And you can see there is no magic ability here. It's agility. Okay, let's see. His uniform is really cool and seems to be really cool for PvP. As you can see, he can reflect. He can be immune to energy damage. He can remove all debuffs from himself. His passive ability gives him 20% heal and 100% proc. That's a lot. Yes, that's a lot. And it's a when skill Blade Whip is used. Let's see what's Blade Whip. Oh, it's his fourth skill. So he's doing the fourth skill, and with the fourth skill he's getting a berserk buff, and he's dropping a proc and a heal. And with the proc you could enable the proc on the fifth skill, I guess. Which fifth skill got another berserk buff for 6 seconds this time, and the first one is increase all damage. Yes, 45. It's big numbers. 5 seconds. So you can do like 4 cancel 5, and you're up to 100%, 100% all attack, 40% critical for 5 seconds combined, and 100% proc. So that's an awaken combined with an awaken skill. That's a lot of numbers, guys. That's huge numbers. And you can see there is 8 seconds cooldown. So it's kind of synergized with the proc in your obelisk. So I have some, my brain is doing some good stuff there. And I'm thinking that he could be proc friendly and that he could go really cool. You can see his fifth skill got paralysis, silence, but his tag, as a speed type and hero is really kind hard to swap, hard to beat Makari and Luna in ABX. So I don't feel like he's going to get a spot for ABX meta or something like that. Okay, now they kick up an opportunity for us to go crazy with the artifacts, and they make okay, this is not the artifact yet, my bad. Tier 3 here. Tier 3 applied to himself, and it's pretty much Tier 3 like Doctor Strange. It's super cool. I really enjoying all these circles and stuff, and you can see the hits are going crazy. And look at this. Square, circle, little circles, triangles, circles. It's Illuminati, all, it's like you're seeing patterns and stuff, and dark dimension here. It's really cool, tier 3. It's kind of similar with Doctor Strange, but instead of different ancient ones, there is more circles popping, so yeah, it's really cool. My boy Barmordo here didn't took any accumulation on his awaken or on his skill. There is more berserk buff. And this berserk buff is 25% all attack for 40 seconds. So if your cooldown is 30 seconds, you can have this 25% all the way. And yes, you have the chance, 100% chance to increase critical damage by 50% on critical attacks. So when you're doing criticals and your critical damage is 200%, with this thing you're gonna drop 250%, and you're gonna have for 12 seconds ignore targets, dodge 70%. Okay, let's see Kalia. Yeah, pretty lame, pretty much the same basically. She's meeting the critical damage, she's not getting any uniform and stuff, so yeah. And let's see, the awaken skill feels cool. There's a lot of purple. Purple was one of my favorite colors. Oh, there is open a dimension gate there where they're traveling together, and depending on which character you're using, it's first who comes out from the gate. Seems like end game, the fight scene with everyone goes against Thanos. Cool. And here from the one side, I'm so glad they didn't like go here and say not self to everyone and make an artifact must buy for having super cool supports. But you know, from the other side, it's pretty similar. You know, all the artifacts are pretty similar. You know, I'm not sure. And this thing here for Baron Mordo, I mean, yeah, perhaps they are going to make him PvP, but still 20% when dodging. So you have to dodge, so you can ignore dodge 20% for 5 seconds, and that's for 6 quality. And 20% more can attack enemies with ignore targeting. Cannot, yeah. I'm not sure what they are smoking there. I mean, who gonna build, you know, I'm gonna build my Baron Mordo as a PvP character, and I'm gonna consider that he going to dodge the enemies, so I can ignore dodge them. I have no idea why they're doing that. And yes, skill cooldown for Clea is the worst thing I've ever seen for artifact. And the other one is pretty similar with Doctor Strange's Caelsius. But for Clea, skill cooldown 10%. I mean, perhaps they are saying here that this 10% it's more than the 50%, and it's like 60%. If you have a skill 10 cooldown, now has 4 for a certain amount of time, but it's not saying like it's for 5 seconds or something. It just say flat 10% cooldown all basic attack. So you're just getting 50% all attack when you equip it. You don't really need to enable it. And yes, there is no like 20% when dodging or something increase. It's a stable buff. And 10%, who needs that? I mean, that's really lame. Okay, let's go. And they fix some other stuff here, as you can see. And squad battle, yeah, cool. They did fix a lot, as it seems. Don't forget to participate into the event shop. There is another, yeah, that's from the update we're gonna drop. It's like 24 hours or some hours from now. I'm not 100% sure. I'm really not sure about when the pat's gonna drop. Seems like it's gonna drop tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. And here is what we could choose from the artifact selector. You could go through and choose all the artifacts. Perhaps they're gonna add the new artifacts, but I'm not 100% sure. We have to check it out after the pat's gonna drop. And yes, special icon here for Doctor Strange. And yes, probably I'm going end up going for the premium card. I did choose the premium cards from the chest, and I took Luna card. I'm going to use it to reroll the one I did on last video, as you remember. And yes, nothing else special. Feels like I did saddle, I did my girl here. Let's go and flex here. Where's my shadow cell? I hope you guys gonna do a character you really need. I really need Shadow Self for story mode fragments. Yes, that's her use, that's her purpose. Don't miss any of these guys. It's pretty important. I managed to took the this ticket here. It's really huge, but the ticket they are giving away now. It's not that big of a deal, but still goes a character from level 60 to level 70. But that was previously showcased for this quest, and it's pretty huge. Having a character, a premium character like Emma Frost, and don't need to spend anything for her, for her uniform. You don't need to spend bios, and I could go here and slap the ticket and go at mythic her uniform with no crystals at all. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm considering doing it. And yes, of course, I didn't tell you. Yeah, I told you basically. I built Blue Dragon today also, so I'm making another Alliance Conquest team, and most of the reason is for story mode fragments. As I told you, she was usable in like 2 or 3 days. I can't find here now, but now I have here, so yeah, it's cool. It's cool building. Oh yeah, here she is. Here she is. No, I'm going to take every day my piece here, and I'm gonna pop up tomorrow the loot boxes for you guys. See you in the next. I hope you're hyped also as I am. I'm gonna do Ancient One day 1. I need extra supports always. And I hope I remind you about the quests and the stuff you should be aware of the game. See you in the next. Bye bye to everyone, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, dislike this comment, curse me, send me a bad email, do whatever, and see you in the next. And don't forget to participate into the 10 Tony Stark statuses I'm giving away. See you in the next. Bye bye to everyone.